I don't know about them two, because I can't really say about two other guys, especially the other guy I don't even pay attention to. So, but the clip that he showed, it wasn't really nothing. It was just he just was landing jabs. That's about it. He ain't really do nothing. He ain't do what I did. Damn sure ain't do what I did. That guy said he ain't know where he was at. You know what I mean? They sparred twice, so you get where I'm going? All right.
Ryan Garcia broke the internet when he leaked the legendary sparring footage, also known as the now infamous doghouse sparring incident, involving Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney a couple of months ago. Boxing fans were aware of the sparring session turning violent in Floyd Mayweather's gym. However, not many were aware of the severity of the beating both fighters inflicted. That was until the footage was leaked for the world to see. After fans witnessed Tank's incredible power, he came out and revealed some more details about what went down at Floyd Mayweather's gym that day.
It's Instagram that me and Devin about to spar. So it's probably like 100 people, 100 or 200 people in there. The gym one probably like 100. So we get in there, boom, Floyd in my ear. Floyd actually in the ring. Yeah. So nobody ain't say this. If Floyd do an interview or anything, like he hear this interview here, he'll tell you that he was actually in the ring while we was sparring, while me and Devin was sparring. He was grabbing my arms like, while I'm trying to punch Devin, he was grabbing my arm like, nah. Like he'll push me on the ropes and everything while me and Devin sparring. Like, right. But it was like, it was more so of back and forth, and then once I got tired, then it was like a little, like he picked up a little bit. But it was nothing like crazy, like boom, boom, boom. Like I don't even talk about, I caught him in the sparring match and almost knocked him out. Like Adrian jumped in the ring and like, no, it's over. Like,
Adrian Bronner was witness to the epic sparring session and also shared his thoughts on the situation. He recalled that Devin was younger than Tank and never expected the sparring match to get violent. He explained the severity of the situation on how he was forced to pull the two fighters apart because he feared Tank would seriously injure Devin.
Devin was 17 at the time. They get in there. They was, you know, it was very competitive. And then Tank hit Devin. Boom, boom. And Devin went like, boom, boom. And then he hit him again, boom, boom. And I jumped in the ring because he's 17. This ain't gonna fall on nobody but whoever's there. You know what I'm saying? So I jump in the ring. Once I jump in, everybody, Bill start jumping in, and then it was like about Billions versus they people or whatever, and was straight mayhem, and then it all went back down, and me and Bill exchanged some words or whatever, and you know, he wasn't wrong. That's his son, so I get it, and we exchanged words, whatever.
Now, before the footage was leaked, fans were unaware of how serious the sparring session was. Accounts of the session varied, with some insiders suggesting that Haney, despite being younger and less experienced at the time, managed to outmaneuver and outbox Davis, showcasing his technical skills and ring IQ. Others argued that Davis's power and aggression were overwhelming, putting Haney in difficult positions throughout the sparring. What was clear, however, was that both fighters left an impression on those who witnessed the session, with Mayweather himself acknowledging the intensity and competitiveness of the encounter.
He talked about the Adrian Broner story. Actually, when he came to the gym, and it was the day before Adrian Broner was fighting Sean Porter. Right after the weigh-in, we went over to the gym because he wanted to see Tank box Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney was in good shape. Tank wasn't in good shape, but they worked. And it was some crazy work. And just with him and Devin working, it was crazy, entertaining work at that particular time. So I said, you know what? I like this kid.
The secrecy and speculation surrounding the doghouse sparring only added to its legend. With no publicly available footage and only eyewitness accounts to go by, the boxing community was left to speculate on who truly had the upper hand. That changed with the release of the footage, and many pro boxers and experts shared their reactions. Boxing trainer Robert Garcia reacted to the leaked footage and didn't think Tank smashing Devin was a big deal. Garcia recognized it as a part of boxing and also pointed out that the video was a bit too old to compare the two fighters.
I seen the video and yeah, I think it looks like you know, Tank, you know, got the best out of him, you know, not even competitive. But when it comes to sparring and fights, it's just totally different, man. You know, I've had my guys in the gym, you know, Mikey, when Mikey was in his prime, Mikey was a badass. And there was times in the gym when he got his kicked. It's just part of boxing. You know, Bam has some bad days, and there's kids that go in the gym and sometimes look good against Bam. You know, that doesn't mean they're better than him, or that doesn't mean they're not going to get it any better. If that video, I'm pretty sure that video's a few years old too, so I don't really...
They said Devin was 16, because okay, so he's 25 now, but they said Devin was 16 and Tank was like 19, 20.
Exactly.
Rob Acosta was disappointed with the sparring footage being leaked and dismissed it as just things that happen in the gym. He was also skeptical about the authenticity of the footage, claiming that it didn't show the entire picture. He also pointed out that both Devin and Tank have grown into superstar boxers, thus making the 10-year-old sparring footage irrelevant.
Ryan Garcia leaked sparring between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. Clipped up, of course. Gervonta was getting off in that clip. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, sparring, and they were 16. He was 16. How old is Tank? How old is Tank? And how old is Dev now? Is he what?
Dev's 25. Tank's 29.
Come on, bro. We're talking about almost 10 years ago, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid. But see, you know what people get it is that whatever happens in sparring, they think they could do that shit for real. You know what I mean? In a real fight. That's not how it goes. Sparring is sparring. Now, the Mayweather sparring, you know, they got the doghouse gym rules and pull the clock, or sometimes they don't pull the clock and they do whatever they do. So, if you're gonna show that spar, show it, but show the whole thing. Don't show him jabbing and then next thing you know it's a clip change and then now he's on the corner and somehow he's using his defense. That's kind of nutty. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're only showcasing the hot parts of the favorite. You know what I mean?
Ryan's leaking it. He's in a fight with Devin. Going back and forth.
Ryan.
Acosta also blamed Floyd Mayweather for leaking the sparring footage to Ryan Garcia. He claimed that Bill Haney's beef with Floyd Mayweather led to Money leaking the sparring footage to get back at Bill Haney for portraying his son as the better boxer.
But question, what does that say about Floyd's relationship with Devin, that Floyd leaked it to Ryan?
But see, that's the thing. That's the problem I got with Floyd, though. Like, for some reason, it seems like everybody that goes I don't know what it seems like once Bill started saying something about Floyd and him sparring Floyd during Haney sparring Floyd and everything else, all of a sudden, you know, he's with Ryan, and then now all of a sudden this video drops. It's kind of like, it's like a tit for tat type shit. It's like you're being petty, which is kind of nutty. You know what I mean? Because let's not forget that at one point, he did talk high praise about Dev. He trained with Floyd's dad. You know what I mean? There's plenty of videos on that. So, but let's keep it a bean. There's also things that Floyd did that was kind of foul to Tank. So we you know, it's petty shit.
Acosta called this a petty move by Floyd Mayweather, and pro boxer Johnny Ortiz agreed. Ortiz, however, had some interesting insights on the sparring session and acknowledged Devin and Tank for agreeing to the sparring in front of hundreds of boxing experts and fans.
Ryan Garcia leaked the sparring.
Oh yeah, I seen
between Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. Or some people feel like it was Floyd Mayweather that leaked the spar to Ryan.
I mean, who else did Ryan get it from? He already said that he seen it from Floyd, so it is what it is. You know, I ain't shocked at all, but it kind of, it's funny. I was telling myself when Bill Haney came at Floyd about the Devin Haney and Floyd sparring, I was like, watch Floyd do some shit and leak it out. And look what happened. For some reason, Ryan Garcia got the footage now.
Mysteriously.
Yeah. So.
Yo, the sparring session been 10 years old and ain't nothing leaked until the comment about Bill Haney talking about him getting over on Floyd.
Saying Dev, Dev was whipping Floyd.
Basically retired him.
Yeah, retired him and passing the torch and all that type of stuff. I knew Floyd got some pettiness ways. He was like, "Oh, you gonna talk that shit? You gonna leak some shit?" That's how.
Right. What was your thought on the session as a whole?
I mean,
I
mean, I've been told you I had sources who was there, and it kind of was like, I think we spoke about this a little bit before, where it happened. They said later on during this, like the whole footage ain't there. Later on they said later on Tank got tired. He just got out the plane. You know, he's not expecting to spar, and you know he's out there partying. He just acted, I'm out here in Vegas having fun. So he just hurried up and got a ring. They said the first part that Tank was putting it on to him and then got tired. So from what the footage showed me, I didn't see the whole, you know, dog rule, I guess, sparring session.
Doghouse rules,
yeah, so it just shows me like the sources was true that Tank was putting it on him at the beginning, and then, you know, he just got tired, and that's when, you know, Dev was in better shape. Dev was more preparing. He was fighting more fluent. He was younger, 16, about to turn pro. And Tank, he was just out there like, oh yeah, I'm on chill party. It's the Broner versus Sean Porter fight. I'm out here chilling with my people. But we came in and everybody just talking shit, so they went into the ring.
So essentially, Tank was cooking him in the beginning. Dev was cooking him late.
Yeah, Dev, like, that's what I heard. And I tell you both sessions. I heard the first one in Maryland. I heard Tank got over on that one. And then the second one, they said Dev took it because of the dog rules that they stood in for a long time, and Tank got tired. But I heard Tank was putting it on him too. But at the end of the day, it was 16 and 19 years old and
20.
He's is 20?
Yeah,
well,
I think they both born in November.
So 16, 20 years old. And at the end of the day, Dev showed heart, like going there in there with Tank taking that punishment and stuff like that at the beginning. He showed he was in shape, and, you know, salute to both sides.
Boxing trainer Jeff Mayweather wasn't too concerned about the sparring and had this to say.
I thought the sparring was kind of give and take. I didn't see nobody dominating anyone.
Yeah. Now, are you saying from the video you watched, or you were actually there?
No, from the video I watched.
From the video you watched?
Yeah, because I wasn't there when it happened.
Gotcha.
Trainer Greg Hackett also shared his thoughts on the sparring footage and felt that the video footage was a bit too overwhelming. He, like the others, agreed that this footage was not the entire sparring session and that there were bits and pieces missing.
On the video, he's getting overwhelmed. I mean, it was, of course, it was a mixtape, but it was getting overwhelmed on the video. Tank put pressure on him, loading the shots. You know what I'm saying? Some of that getting through, some of it sliding off, some of it missing, but the pressure was being put on. He caught it with what I saw was a deadly shot, a real deadly shot. I think it was like a short left hand. Dev definitely felt it. I mean, he was retreating, trying to get the out of there. I mean, you can hear it on there. I mean, get back to your jab, get up out of there, get up out of there. Like that. You know what I mean? But the only thing I ain't like is that we saw pieces. I mean, they're gonna let the spar out, let the people judge it.
The experts don't think the leaked sparring footage provides a valuable insight into the abilities of both fighters. Also, fans and many in the boxing world have been clamoring for a fight between these two, especially considering their shared history and successes at the professional level. Unfortunately, despite both these fighters calling out one another on multiple occasions, fans haven't been rewarded with the fight they've been longing for so long. Tank recently talked about his potential fights after Frank Martin, and not so surprisingly, Devin wasn't on the list. Michael Benson noted that Davis has welcomed rematches with Ryan Garcia and Isaac Cruz in future. Tank said this of Ryan: "We'll probably fight again. I'll fight him at 140 pounds. Tank wants a rematch with Garcia, who he fought at catchweight and won convincingly. As for Devin, after his embarrassing defeat to Ryan Garcia, there's a possibility that he's going to face Spanish boxer Sandor Martin next." Devin's promoter, Eddie Hearn, said this about the Devin versus Sandor Martin fight.
I spoke to Devin last night. I think he should fight Sandor Martin. I think he should be defending that championship.
That's your advice for him?
Yeah, it is. He said to me, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think you should fight Sandor Martin. I think it's a tricky fight, but I think, you're the champion.
Yeah.
And you were not lucky because of everything that happened with Ryan, but you could have lost your belt that night. Do you know what I mean? So now you still have it, defend it, and it's a great division. Tank's going to be up at 140 soon. You got Teofimo, you got Subriel, you got Isaac Cruz. It's a fantastic division. So, and for me at 147, you got Jaron Ennis. Do you really want to come up to 47? Because he's going to be the guy that's going to beat everybody up there.
Yes, sir.
So if I'm Devin, I'm staying at 140 and I'm defending my championship belts.
Eddie Hearn also talked about Ryan Garcia and his latest arrest. Hearn doesn't blame Garcia and blames the people around him for not caring for him enough. He feels that Garcia needs help desperately.
Yes.
Speaking about Devin Haney, what's the updates on Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
The updates are, I guess the New York State Athletic Commission are dealing with it. The B sample came back as positive, so I don't really... Whether it was intentional or unintentional, it's not really my business. I don't really care. All I know is that when he fought him, he had performance-enhancing drugs. You can't argue with that. That's factual, right? And as I said to Ryan, when I saw him in Saudi Arabia, you just can't just say it's a conspiracy theory or it's a setup. That's not a big enough defense of this situation. And listen, as I said before, it's not my business, but someone's got to help him. Because, after the fight when he told everybody that it was all an act, can we all acknowledge now that it wasn't an act? Because he's still behaving like that 8 weeks on. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully someone that cares for him can put their arm around him, take him away from social media, get him on holiday, get him the help he needs. Because if you can't see that his behaviour is uncharacteristic, then you're an idiot. Do you know what I mean? Not you. But you get what I'm saying?
I understand.
Come on. I don't, anyone, you imagine that was your son or your brother or your friend. Wouldn't you be saying, listen, come on, put that down, let's go, But not, people want to feed off him, people want to make money off him. There's too many yes men around him. The kid needs help, in my opinion.
Do you think there should be a rematch with Olympic-style testing?
Yeah, the testing was in place, but he failed,
Right.
So there was nothing wrong with the testing for the fight. What was wrong with the fight was, unfortunately, he failed his test on the Friday and the Saturday. And you can't get the results back quick enough. People don't understand that. People say it's a waste of time testing on Friday and Saturday. It's not, because you still get to see. But the aim has always got to be to stop someone who has that in their system entering the ring.
Hearn also talked about Devin's interest in the rematch with Ryan Garcia. He stated that Devin is shaken after the thrashing he endured and isn't ready to face Kingry again. He also talked about Devin wanting the fight to be declared as a victory for him after Garcia's test coming out positive.
Devin, the way Devin feels at the moment, he doesn't really want the rematch. You got to understand, he took a lot of punishment that night. Do you know what I mean? And when you do that, when you know someone had that in their body, he's not feeling great about it, to be honest. And it could have been worse. Physically, could have been worse,
Do you think a no contest is fair?
It has to be. you know, how can you, like, Devin wants a disqualification, so he gets the victory. I'm on Devin's side, but I see the argument. But for me, it can't count. I mean, you can't, they know that he had it in his system. It's not like he might have, he did. So what, you know, and the New York State Athletic Commission are one of the best in the world.
Devin also did an interview recently where he talked about the defeat to Ryan Garcia. He mentioned his mental state during the fight and his reaction to the defeat.
I knew that it was a tough fight, obviously. You know, I'm a special kind of fighter. So, you know, I never fought, and you know, a guy has been that much better than me. You know, I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. So, you know, I felt like something was up, but you know, I didn't want to make any excuses or, you know, be that guy. You know, at the end of the day. So I put it in Allah's hands, and I said, you know what, he was a better man. He was a better man that night, and you know, I go back to the drawing board and figure out, you know, what's next. But it definitely had me questioning, you know, a lot of things. My preparation, you know, my trainers, my team, myself.
Devin didn't want to make excuses about the loss. However, he'll probably be relieved about not losing his belt and undefeated status in such embarrassing fashion. As for a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, that looks unlikely unless Tank moves up to the 140-pound division. However, we'd love to hear from you. Will we see Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis anytime soon? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.